Trainwreck Tracker. Boys, it's back. And we've got a couple of matchups of the Trainwreck Tracker brought to you by our friends at Salino Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Folks, do not leave a problem item in your house for the winter, for the dead of winter when it could become a bigger issue. Make sure you're following up with our friends at Salino Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, and Electric so they can make sure your house is winter ready and your house is the place to be. Call our friends at 68FLUSH to get in touch with them today. Trainwreck Tracker, panel selecting. Slick, you put this one in?
No.
Oh, okay. We got the Dolphins organization versus tree planting businesses in Los Angeles. Obviously, took a huge hit last week. Not in the way that LA people like to typically take a huge hit.
In a way, I feel like it's good publicity. You could have found so many ways to get around the salary cap and tax write-off that are bad publicity, but instead it's like, oh, they're planting trees. They're promoting planting trees. He's getting the bag on the side, and sure, they're evading the salary cap, and he's getting way more money than he legally should through the CBA, but they're planting trees. I thought it was good.
If you're Joe Q Landscape, this has got to be like, oh, I'm going to get a bump in pay because like the price of poker just went up.
The market is thriving.
Yes, absolutely thriving.
So I got to say,
you any disagreement that the Dolphins are the real dumpster fire train wreck here?
No, I totally agree. I do think it needs to be said these are two massive cases of fraud.
Yes.
Well, the tree business, massive fraud. Dolphins, clearly massive fraud.
Huge fraud. Did you see Tyreek
Coach McDaniels
crashing out on the sideline? Speaking of our crash out.
Yeah, that was a big crash out.
So bigger fraud. We're in consensus. It's Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill, if you're watching, next time you're on the sideline crashing out, don't crash out on the sideline. Crash out on our line.
Crash out on the crash line, for sure. What was I just thinking of? I cannot remember. But anyways, this next one hits a little close to home. And it does for us and Rob Ryan. Jets playoff drought versus Sabres playoff drought.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Sabres is way worse. Like, the Jets stink. They have since before the iPhone was a thing. When your last proud moment...
Well, the iPhone 4S was out.
What? Were they really doing great things?
3G.
All I'm saying is if your last proud moment besides a butt fumble was Joe Namath, then you have an excuse for this 14 years if there wasn't between then. Like, they're just expected to stink. We were playing really good hockey up until this 14-year playoff drought.
We were a top 5 winning all-time franchise.
Like Eastern Conference Finals back-to-back, not just getting to the first round and getting eliminated. So the Sabres, for me, maybe I'm biased.
I think emotionally it feels worse for the Sabres because we're all Sabres fans and we want to see them do better. I think from the national perspective of what people view as a bigger train wreck, it's the Jets. And the only reason I think so is because people are so much more obsessed with the NFL. Like, the NFL is just much bigger than the NHL at that level. And I think if you ask somebody what NFL team hasn't made the playoffs in 15 years or whatever, and what NHL team hasn't made the playoffs in 15 years, they'd be more likely to get the Jets than they were the Sabres. So that train recognition for that one. Don, we need you to break this tie. Sabres or Jets playoff drought, bigger train wreck?
I think you talked me into the Jets a little bit, and I'm going to tell you why. The Jets seem to continuously chase after big names, big guys. Saw Aaron Rodgers. You know, they're always bringing in, like, they're doing something the Sabres really haven't done, and we've all been, bitching at the Sabres for, is they're not bringing in these bigger names, bringing in some veterans. We got a couple, there's no moves being made. It seems like the Jets are constantly making moves, just they never work out.
They ruin players.
So, and they've been like, obviously, Zach Wilson, bad pick, but...
Sam Darnold, I guess, had a bounce back.
Zach Wilson was also, like, bad system guy. Like if Zach Wilson went into Russell Wilson's situation with the Seahawks when he went into it, like, are they, like, massively different players? Russell Wilson runs around a little bit more.
Did you just compare Zach Wilson or...
I mean,
Russell Wilson?
Like, I don't think Russell Wilson...
They have the same last name.
I don't think Russell Wilson... I think Russell Wilson's,
common.
like, spectacular.
It's the only thing they have in
Zach
common.
Wilson has as good an arm. He runs around close as much. All right, well, then fine. I'll eat the L on that. So you got the Jets, more of a train wreck?
Jets all day.
I think my immediate point was I kind of did make a case for the Jets. Maybe it was just my bias coming out.